This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, brought to you via YouTube. And it would be fabulous if you subscribed to our YouTube page, with the promise in the future that at different times we'll have subjects that are only available to those who subscribe. So please, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's easy. Click the subscribe button. And at the same time, click the like button too. An amazing and speedy outcome to the case against a policeman who crashed into a female doctor on a zebra crossing in Bangkok, killing her before fleeing the scene on his big bike, has stunned many Thais, as his sentence for reckless driving that caused death, having no insurance or tax, and excess speeding, was set at just 1 year and 15 days in jail by the courts. They accepted his guilty plea and, as is standard procedure here, reduced his sentence from just over 2 years as a result. His lawyers and father, also a policeman and his direct superior, applied for and got bail, pending an appeal to the sentence. The death of the ophthalmic surgeon has led to road crossings in many areas across the country being better marked and lit. The doctor's family has filed a multi-million baht suit against his employers, the Royal Thai Police. The Public Health Minister has reinforced Thailand's laws on e-cigarettes for the foreseeable future. In a discussion on tobacco control, he clarified that the ministry will not endorse any plans for legalisation, but would set up a committee to investigate whether current laws could be revised. The illegal sale of electronic cigarettes, often on markets, in shops and online, continues to be frowned on, and you can be fined. As the family of a teen killed in a road accident while on a bike and involving a vehicle driven by a police colonel in the CSD in Nong Pru has filed complaints this week regarding compensation, it's raised a question here in the region that needs to be clarified. The Nong Pru in question, where the police colonel is posted, is in Kanchanaburi province and not our local area. In their claim, the family state that they were forced to sign documents limiting their share of compensation to just 100,000 baht, with a claim threat that otherwise they'd get nothing, whilst the balance of the compensation, including insurance of some 1.3 million, went, they claim, to the policeman. The family now have legal representation and have filed complaints with the CSD this week, with claims that the dead teen's father was forced to open a new bank account to receive the compensation, but then authorised the other party to use the account on his behalf. No response so far to the press from the other party or his employers. However, the policeman has been transferred, we're told, to a desk job whilst investigations take place. In Mae Hong Song, police nabbed a local man as he went to a courier service to collect a parcel, spotted by the service as containing odd goods. Police had been called and quickly found that it contained parts to make rifles, and it turns out that the man was busy building guns, selling those to Burmese on the other side of the border. He claims now that he bought the parts online and was a regular customer of a man whose bank details are now in the hands of the police. All exam tests for senior students carry test IDs, essentially a test number so that they can be adjudged easily by moderators, as indeed in most countries. But here, some 1,000 students are claiming that they were given 0 points in their exams after they failed to write down the test numbers on their papers. Presumably they remembered to write their names on their test papers, but many claim it's the fault of the examiners, not specifically telling them to write down the test number. An odd tale, really, as the issue isn't restricted to one test centre but a smattering of students across the country, all of whom forgot to write down the official number for their tests. Either way, they'll all remember to fill in the boxes marked exam number when they resit the exams, albeit in a year's time. This morning, early Tuesday, the province reported just 446 new cases of COVID around the region, resulting from PCR testing. 93 in Chonburi, 88 in Banglamung, 135 in Silachar and 39 in Sattahip. But with 3,234 ATK tests failed at medical facilities. Nationwide, the numbers are dropping as well. 13,816 announced this morning, with 21,072 people said to have recovered, but with 120 deaths attributed to the virus in the same period. And the continued case of missing number 2s in the city region is still making local headlines, with the mayoral election due soon and all candidates out and about promising the moon and the sun. An independent candidate who drew number 2 in the candidate lottery has repeated claims that his banners are being ripped up around the area. Yesterday focused on him meeting with the superintendent at Bangkok police station asking for an update. But as most focus on getting more votes, the mystery of the missing number 2s continues to baffle authorities. As the dry season kicks firmly into gear here, locals are reminded not to burn grass or have fires, as the risk now is that many will go out of control. Tinder-dry conditions mean that even a cigarette butt thrown from a car window could easily start a fire, and fire departments are on standby for extra call-outs over the coming months, when temperatures of in excess of 40 degrees are predicted. And with the Met Office today promising highs of 35 dropping down to 29, but with the real feel of over 40, a clear day with a chance of stray storms. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, and to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,